How did Marx define the bourgeoisie versus the proletariat? Imagine a world where a small group controls everything and the rest work tirelessly just to get by. That's what Karl Marx wanted us to understand about society. Today, we're going to look at how he described two main classes in capitalism. Marx said the bourgeoisie is the class that owns the means of production. That means they own factories, land, machines, and all the resources needed to make goods. Because they own these things, they can produce products and sell them for profit. They don't have to work for wages as they live off the profits made from their assets. This class is also called the capitalist class because they hold economic power. Their wealth gives them influence over politics and society, making them the dominant group in a capitalist system. On the other hand, the proletariat is the working class. These are the people who do not own any means of production. They sell their ability to work to the bourgeoisie in exchange for wages. These wages are usually just enough to cover basic needs like food, shelter, and clothing. The proletariat includes both employed workers and those without jobs, whom Marx called the reserve army of labor. Since they don't own the factories or land, they are dependent on the wages they earn from their labor. Their work creates value, but the profits from this work go to the owners, not the workers. The key difference between these classes is ownership. The bourgeoisie owns the tools and resources needed to produce goods, while the proletariat owns only their ability to work. This creates a fundamental conflict because the bourgeoisie wants to maximize profits, often by paying workers less and making working conditions tougher. The workers want higher wages, shorter hours, and better conditions because they are the ones creating the wealth. Marx believed this conflict was the core of class struggle. The proletariat's position in society gives it a special role. They produce all the wealth but don't benefit from it. Marx thought that, through collective action and increased awareness of their situation, workers could unite and overthrow the bourgeoisie. This would lead to a new society where production is organized to serve human needs, not just private profits. In essence, Marx saw the bourgeoisie as the class that exploits others for wealth, and the proletariat as the exploited class fighting for fairness. Their ongoing conflict is what drives social change in capitalist societies. Understanding these definitions helps us see why Marx believed that a revolutionary shift towards socialism was possible and necessary.